Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 17 of my journey through solo self-found Affliction League. Last time I began leveling my third character, which is a Burning Arrow Elementalist that is using Energy Shield on gear, Crown of Thorns, Demon Stitcher to give myself a bunch of life, and the Burning Arrow of Vigour transfigured gem deals added fire damage equal to a percentage of my life. So that's what I'm building around here, using the new Warlock ascendancy to get Crimson Power, so the Energy Shield on my armor items gives me max life instead. So we're going to try to use this to push as much life as possible. Currently, I am in Act 8, just getting it started. My gear is currently nothing special. I'm getting flat damage from a Prism Weave and 1,000 Ribbons. Beyond that, there's nothing really like elemental focused here. I'm trying to do all my damage scaling as much as I can through the added fire damage from the Burning Arrow of Vigour. So here's first enemy, some ignites on the rare. Normal enemies will pretty much all die. Rare enemies might take a hit or two, but it's not too bad. However, like pack clear is kind of rough. I don't have good attack speed on this bow. There's still a long way to progress with this. We'll get it through the campaign, get it into maps, get it geared up with the gear I have set aside, craft some stuff, and see how this thing functions once it's put together. I'm excited because this is a very wonky build to put together. Here's a unique enemy. I can throw out an Arcanist brand that has Wave of Conviction, Flame Wall, and Flammability on it for some extra damage. I gotta use the GMP though, because I don't have a source of Ignite Prolif, so I'm just having to use Pierce plus GMP to get damage off. Fire and Ignite resistant enemies are a pain. I have some Ensnaring Arrow Ballistas, so I can boost some damage with those to take down tougher enemies like this. Level 58, I believe what I'm working on. I want to push down this right side. I know I'm going to need dexterity. By the time I get to level 70, I need 212 dexterity so I can put my bow on. So that's my primary focus on the passive tree. Otherwise, things are just going really well. So first boss here, I'm going to swap in Swift Affliction for my GMP for some better damage. And Demon Stitcher causes you to sacrifice life when you cast a spell. I switched my movement skill to a Blink Arrow, Snaring Arrow, Burning Arrow. I don't have any spells cast except for my Arcanist brand, which I only have to cast once, and it will apply all my spells for me, so I get out of the downside of running the Demon Stitcher gloves, and I can get that big damage boost from the large amount of life and energy shield here. It's kind of cool. I've been trying to brainstorm a way to make these gloves useful for a long time, and this build allows that, so it's pretty cool. Gemling Legion will drop all the things, drop the brand and C. A couple of them went on the first shot. Oh, this guy goes off to the side. Finally making my way into the decks here. I'll probably grab Blood Drinker because that's more life, more damage. There's no way this is going to be terrible. Oh, I mean, okay, if the damage is gonna rock like that, I swapped to one projectile though, so all the ads, if I can get them lined up and get the pierces off, then that's okay. Several people have mentioned to me that snipe might be something good to work in for a single target, which is something I have not thought about. I'm not sure what snipe does actually. That's something I should look into for sure though. Round 2 of the ads. It's very sketch with just the one arrow and only like the one real way to deal damage. I really can't rely on these ensnaring arrow ballistas to do much for me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. All my attacks cost life too, though. Okay, there we go. Get my Act 8 passives. Oh, this is where I'll grab Blood Drinker. I really would like Clever Thief as well. I'm going to keep going down for the decks for now, though. The 168. Here's a ring with a bunch of decks on it. That might be good to have. Like, if I get rid of my Lahoop, that costs me a lot of resistances and dex. I don't think this covers my resistances though. Yeah, that winds up hurting quite a bit. I don't want to fully gear, but I was thinking about the dex ring, so add that to this tab. I want to get offhand gems leveling. I know I need the burning damage, cruelty. I want to mess around with Alchemist's Mark. I think it'd probably end up being better than Sniper's Mark. Snipe channel to charge up your bow, gaining stages, release it to trigger one supported bow skill for each stage gained. If there are no supported skills, but at least one stage was gained, the skill will fire its own arrow instead. Okay, so there's more damage per stage. I see. Well, I'll level that. I'll throw a mark on hit in here, and I'll level the Mirage Archer, I guess. I should level an Ignite Prolif. I should probably grab an Infernal Cry. Steel Skid's always good. I don't like these shield guys blocking my attacks, not getting ignited. The only way I know to deal with that is this mastery right here. Attack mastery. Monsters cannot block your attacks. I don't know that I get another attack mastery anywhere that would be any kind of helpful. Like there's knockback, melee damage, stance stuff, melee damage. This is all attack speed, so I think that's the only one. I wonder if I can get away with swapping combustion for the ignite prolif and just like stay with one arrow. Let's see what that does. Okay, well, that tore some enemies up. Yeah, this is probably the way. Yeah, Ignite Prolif. I don't think the gem is the best way for Prolif. I'd probably be better off having it on my gloves eventually. But if I get the 2 additional arrows, like, my clear is going to be solid with the Prolif. I don't think Ignite Prolifs can stack. If I were to use a Penance Mark, it'd probably be a bit of extra damage, though. If I could spawn the Phantasms from this and then spread an Ignite to the enemy, similarly to how Alchemist's Mark should work. Alright, so I want to see, what does Alchemist Mark do? So it's supposed to... Am I going to ignite him? Okay, so that's a pretty big AoE spread on the ignite. So that's extra, like, damage from my ignite. I think that works very similarly to Ignite Prolif and would probably stack with them, but you can't have multiple marks. And you gotta keep the enemy in it. But that's extra damage. Solaris and Lunaris. I probably don't use the Alchemist Mark here, because my flammability probably is just about as good, if not better. More reliable. Use the ensnaring arrows. Definitely helps. Oh, I gotta put down the brand. I don't have any evasion or armor or anything like... That's gonna be the hard thing about this build, is figuring out how to make it survive without good defenses, because I'm going to be stacking so much energy shield instead of evasion or armor, and I'm only limited to like one big aura with the Eternal Blessing that I'm using for Malevolence currently. I could switch that to a Grace for survivability, but there's a reason I play a softcore. I would like this to just do as much damage as possible. Now I want to figure out if I mark on hit with the Alchemist Mark, is that going to count as casting a spell even though it's being triggered? Oh, come on. Having one arrow sucks so much. Here we go. I don't think it did. Like, it's going to have a life cost to it. I really like the AoE on that ground from the Alchemist Mark. Way better than I expected. Level 63. 2 more levels, I get an additional arrow. Ooh. I feel like the Alchemist brand might have helped me a little bit there with the ambush. Level 65. Don't think that's my arrow yet. Oh, it is my arrow. Yes! That's huge. So, only firing 2 arrows is kind of difficult. Like, I can get a third. But you do have a lot of control over the spread of your arrows, depending on how far you mouse away from your character. So, if I shoot really close, I can split the arrows way more than if I'm shooting further away. And then it can kind of scale in this range, like fairly close to your character. And so you have control over the projectiles a little bit. And I guess we begin the Act 9 boss rush. General Adis. Uh-oh. That hurt a little bit. I need insane life regen, I think. Maybe some max res. I could get a decent chunk of spell suppression as well over on the right side of the tree since I'm there. There's just so many options on this tree given how the skill is scaling off of the life. It's crazy. Dakari. I did get the brand off. Okay. At the moment, flammability is still absolutely better than my Alchemist Mark. I think with the right amount of scaling though, Alchemist Mark could be a big source of extra damage in the end. Brand, come on. And yeah, like if I get all this stuff out, my damage is very good. There's Shikari. One more ignite. There we go. That level, I'll grab the monsters cannot block your attacks. And here's all this spell suppression. Like I'm going right by this. It's like 40 spell suppression right there. Ooh, these notes have ignite duration on it. I know this fire pin here isn't doing me any good, so the dot multi here is way better. I really like the 16% fire damage on those nodes. nodes. Probably one of the best things I could do is maybe like, can I get rid of all of that? I gave up some life there. I gave up dex, and I gave up all res. So let's get all res back with survivalist, and then path down towards herbalism. Might be able to put on a better bow now for a couple levels. Don't have the dex for the Chin Soul. Don't have the dex for the Neuro's Harp. Don't have the dex for the Reach of the Council. Infractum would be a damage upgrade, but nah. Probably just stick with the Roth's Reach. And I'm gonna back out of these 2 points I put here. I'm gonna throw those into precision. The extra attack speed, accuracy, dex. It's got me to 188. Maybe I'll be able to replace my amulet. Archon, gonna be easy enough. Good ignites. I'm more worried about like Chavron, because I do not have lightning res capped. I really like the Alchemist Mark. I think it's really cool. First time I made a build that actually might be able to make decent use of it. I don't think it'd be as strong for a poison build, but the AoE is nice on it. If you're doing like single target hits, maybe to get the like big AoE coverage, because I have no AoE scaling like at all, so it's very cool. Come on, almost there. Ooh, that's so close. So I need that life leech. I'm gonna back out of this point. I'm gonna put this back. Next level, I'll get the all res I had there back for the time being. It'll let me get through the rest of the game. Oh, 2 arrows cleans this up so much. And running with the Roth's Reach, I'm getting extra chains, so makes clearing through a zone like this actually pretty easy. Level 66. Practical application. Still under on lightning, but good enough. Okay, Chavron. Drop the Arcanist brand. So, like, it'll allow me to curse with the flammability, and then I can reapply the mark later on, and I can get the ground off and then like have the extra fire res. Whoa! Yeah, that's spell suppression could be really helpful. I get that big like ground and then curse flammability, so the ground is then dealing extra damage because then the fire res goes down. Could be something there. Malgaro the Broken. I feel so slow and clunky. Only 4 more levels to go though. Almost there. Dodre. Dodre will stay here in the middle. Don't have spell suppression though, so that hurts. Yeah, kind of rough. Actually, oh no, I'm dead. Yep. Oh, turn on the brand, and let's go. Yeah, it's definitely better than the mark. So I'm gonna turn the mark on hit off. Get better uptime on the flammability. So hopefully the Trinity doesn't go as bad as Dodre just did. Seems to be off to a good start though. Just don't want to get hit. Very good. Ow. Those guys. That's hurt. Trinity's not too bad. Easy to dodge everything. I just got to not die to these guys because they hurt. Can't get my damage out of it quick enough against so many targets. Okay. Oh. No, I think I got in the beam. Or the giant ball. Okay, and then all the little guys are dead, so it's over. Easy enough. Act 10. I should have put my mark on hit back on. Like, it's really good against the, like, not, like, big bosses. A good rare enemy or something, that mark carries. Well, I guess I shouldn't say carries. It gives enough additional damage to make it feel good. Level 67. Yay. Massive Shrine. Massive Shrine increases life, which increases damage. It's awesome. Valenta. Really need the exposure. And like, I don't know that the flame wall is really helping too much, but getting that exposure off is so big. It's another passive point. I need to start going for this next arrow, so that's where I'm headed. And I think I'll farm here in the Desecrated Chambers to level 70. Level 69, 1 to go. Level 70. There we go. And I guess since I'm here, I might as well take out Avarius. 1 point from additional arrow. On the last hard boss fight of this. Getting decent damage. Reapply the mark. Or the brand. Don't get hit. And eventually. I got hit, but he's dead. Alright, before I do lab, let's gear this bad boy up. Alright, let's take everything off. It all gets replaced. Maybe not the replica Emberwake. I probably keep that. Alright, so only 144 dex. And I would like to pull this off without these nodes or these nodes. So I need to solve resistances up to 115. No resistances on Centrex, but all of the energy shield on this is technically life, so see 1381 life up to 1802 just because of the ES on these boots. Just for the sake of looking, what about a carcass check? Well, it's almost 700 life with all that energy shield on there. Probably not what I end up going with here. I do want this ring, I think, with the dex life. If I can make that work, that's cool. I need amulet. Let's look for amulets with life, dex. See if I have anything. There's a few. Crit chance, multi, flat fizz, not much dex. A little bit of all res. Old lightning, open prefix, life, lightning res, armor. This one has Fury Bolts on it already. That's kind of cool. And the others are all +1 gems that are not great. I think I want the one here with the big lightning res. So I'm very under on cold res. Quite a bit under on fire. Hubris Circlet has cold res. Nothing amazing here. Good energy shield. 265 before quality. Takes me from 2113 to 2785. Pretty solid. What about gloves? Life, fire, lightning. Open prefix there. Conjurer gloves. So, I mean, that's more energy shield. Adds to the life. It's not ideal. Nothing else with energy shield base. I might have to craft gloves. Here's a belt with a lot of cold res. Okay, so with all of that on, I'm still under on fire and cold, which would have to come on the quiver and chest piece. Maybe. I can craft on the belt. Elemental damage with attack skills, though, is probably ideal there, but I can do fire cold just for the sake of it. No, it's only 105 I need, not 115. So there's still more. I could probably drop the Ember Wake. So then it's the Vol Regalia. I need to craft this up. Hey, I have the dex. So there's the bow. And I guess while I'm thinking about the bow, do I have prefixes cannot be changed? I do not. So I can't wipe these suffixes until I get the other unique map, the Coward's Trial. Because I think ideally I multi-mod, fire dot, multi, and hits cannot be evaded on this. So on my chest, it's only item level 82, which isn't great. I could do life rerolls, defense rerolls, cuts into primal life force, which I want to save for elemental damage per quality on the bow. So I could try and craft this with life mods until it hits something big. Energy shield. Take a few cracks at this and see if I get anything. Life, ES, open prefix, craft flat ES there. It hit max roll. That puts me up to 4619 life before the quality. I think I might sit on that. That does not fix the resistances. I'm over on lightning. Maybe I try and craft new gloves. Still have quiver as well. Start by identifying the ones that are already here. Does the energy shield on this quiver give me life? No. This does not count as an armor item. Nothing rolled well off the bat. So this can put increased damage with bow skills on the quiver. Bless it first. There we go. 30. Deafening Essence of Woe. What do we got? Damage, dot multi with attack skills. I mean, this is a ton of damage. A little bit of cold res there. That might cover me. Try the other quiver. It also hit on the first blessing. What else we got? Cold res, crit chance, flat fizz, cold damage, chaos res, crit chance multi. It's interesting. Not amazing. Try again. Fire, cold res, chaos damage to attacks. Open prefix and suffix. And those are the resists I need. So I probably just use that. The resists are just on point. So quality up the rest of the gear. Does increase energy shield is more life. 4806. So I've covered dex. I've covered resistances. Do not need Arcanist Dominion. I don't have enough dex to drop precision. Technically I still need the accuracy though. So I want the additional arrow and I want herbalism. So 5258 on the life now. Still an open prefix on the amulet. That is Ellie with attacks. Probably the best. So if I take these gloves off, I still need fire res, I still need lightning res. Let me see if I have sword gloves I can try and craft. There's potential for better boots as well. Life plus energy shield. Movement speed would be more total energy shield. I do really like those boots though. This is closer to what I'm looking for. It's got 107 energy shield on it with life. I need the fire and the lightning res. Hopefully there's just it hits or there's a spot to craft because I think I have to go for the life. Or I can go for the flat energy shield. Let's try life. Fire cold. No. Accuracy rarity. Mana. Tiny energy shield with int. No. Fire cold energy shield. A little bit of int. This is also not great. Go again. T4 flat. Accuracy mana. Another one with mana. Int Dex. T2 flat. Okay, let me try energy shield one. So this one I need to hit with life. 183 energy shield on that. That's so crazy. Let me annul off that flat cold. Oh, it did actually. Huh. I mean, 29 over on cold. I don't need this cold craft on the belt. I need the fire. If I make this a fire chaos craft and then still do fire lightning on these gloves. There we go. They're all over 105. Looks good. That needs quality. 54, 53 life at level 70. That's pretty cool. Oh, and my quiver needs a craft. I can do Ellie with attack skills. I could get more chaos res there technically. Or I could craft life here. Nah, Ellie with attack skills. Now I have to fit all the gems into it. And I'm in this unique spot where increasing the quality on all my gear increases my life and my damage. So let's start with Burning Arrow. Definitely need Unbound Ailments. Ignite Prolif is insanely good. I would like to have Cruelty. I would like to have Burning Damage. And then it'd be really trying to get Combustion in here. I would like Combustion, I think, over a Swift Affliction, but Swift Affliction is good for a green socket there. And there's still a craft spot on this bow. Oh, it's only 18 to 20 fire dot multi as well. The fire dot multi has to be the best though. I have 779 chromes. So I want the 2 reds to be there for sure and at least 2 blues. I can do 1 red, 1 blue for 15 chromes, 2 red, 1 blue for 100. Let's try the 1 red, 1 blue. Hit an additional red, additional blue. It can hit all greens though. There's a blue, green, blue, red, green. I don't know. I've hit that button a lot of times. It feels like down to 494. Let me try and force a 2 blue, 1 red. What happens? Okay. It gave me the rest all greens. Try again. Nope. Try again. Nope. 194 left. 2 blue, 1 red. Last try. Nothing. Man. I'll go back to the 1 red, 1 blue and hope. Red. There's a blue. I can try again, actually. I got red. Okay. So that's Burning Arrow, Swift Affliction. No, I have to have the 2 blues. I need Ignite Prolif and Unbound Ailments. Okay. Div cards. I only have 3 of the Heroic Shot. Uh-oh. So I can't get another guarantee 2 blue, 1 red. I gotta go for the 1 red, 1 blue, and it needs to give me a blue. Okay, I can make that work. Do I go Cruelty or Burning Damage? I like Cruelty. I go Burning Damage. Ignite Prolif, Unbound Ailments, Swift Affliction, Mirage Archer. And then I guess functionally, let's try and keep it the same. The Arcanist Brand, Wave of Conviction, Flammability, Flame Wall. Need Vitality. I want the Ensnaring Arrow Ballistas. Need Precision. Eternal Blessing. Malevolence. Blink Arrow. I actually can go back using Flame Dash now. And there's the Mark on Hit, Alchemist's Mark. So I need to force a red socket on one of the ES bases. Just one will do. There's the Eternal Blessing, Malevolence, Flame Dash, Frostblink. Sure. I can put Precision, Vitality, Alchemist Mark, Mark on Hit in the boots. And then on the helmet, force 1 green, 1 red. Okay, give me an extra red. Sure. Oh, that's actually really good. Because then I can throw a Steel Skin, and I want to fit in an Infernal Cry. So to do that, I just get a red socket here. That's not in the middle, please. Come on. There we go. That'll work. Move the 4-link to the top. Got a Combustion I can level. Infernal Cry is huge. Steel Skin, defenses. One last check. Resists are going to be fine. Let's go do lab. And you know what? Oh yeah, I never did anything with this. Let me pull out of these nodes. I want this Ignite Duration Breath of Flames. Fire 3 arrows. I do have better attack speed than I did before. And everything should just kind of like melt in here. Okay, the Tormented Spirit did not instantly die. The rare enemy kind of did. Oh, and I'm using Mirage Archer now. That's definitely not ideal. So, like, it's better for clear, but technically I'm on a 5-link. Okay, drop the mark. Brand thing. Okay, boss damage is there. Even with the additional arrows, it has a little bit of clunkiness to clearing with it. If a bosser is what comes out of this, though, like, that's fantastic. Oh, I could have put the snipe in here. That's gonna make every shot the snipe, though, isn't it? Oh, I can just like tap fire it still. Okay, so I can just like ramp it though. Okay, maybe that's better than the Mirage Archer. Like after I was talking about like it could clear better. Let's put in snipe. Oh, Snipe actually has a better base attack speed than the Burning Arrow. Burning Arrow attack speed is 70% of base, but Snipe is 180. It just feels better to click the button. I lost my Pierce too, so maybe I spend my next levels getting the Pierce back until I can optimize gear enough to get Pierce there. Okay, Azaro round 2. I drop my ensnaring arrows. I drop the brand, I hold, I shoot, and then I run. And he's dead. I mean, can't complain. I didn't even press my war cry. I could have done that. I think my accuracy is still suspect. Yeah, it is. I need to get a Coward's Trial map, and then that all changes. And I can actually put down the Arcanist brand wherever I want now, because I don't have the Demon Stitchers on anymore. All right, let's do it again. If I'm holding Snipe, can I drop these? No. All right, it does it. Maybe it has to be something instant. Can I use the war cry this time? Ah. Cool. Alright, go click this thing first. Then check for gems. 4% quality to a gem. Infernal Cry cooldown recovery rate is the thing I think I want the most. The Snipe is pretty cool. Getting additional max stages. Maybe Snipe doesn't work as well with the Replica Emberwake. I don't know. I really like the Replica Emberwake though. It's so much extra like damage efficiency. Steel Skin cooldown recovery is really good too. But for only 4%, let's get that going on the Infernal Cry. And then the Ascendancy, gain convergence when you hit a unique enemy no more than once every 8 seconds. That's 30% more elemental damage for 4 seconds, and there's extra AoE there. I'm gonna go ahead and take Shaper of Storms. I want to see myself throw down a big shock on an enemy. I could drop 3 points. Arsonist, maybe Quick Recovery, honestly. There was Life Regen in there. That is really good, but just for the time being, get Piercing Shots. And let's go get Kitava. I'll get 2 passives back for doing this anyways. Let me read this again. Supported skills deal 72% more damage with ailments per snipe stage. Like, this absolutely has to be one of the best things in here. I think Cruelty is still better than Swift Affliction because it's going to increase my hits damage, which I need the hit damage for the shock that I'm going to try and get off on these enemies. I won't be able to see till I find a rare enemy or Kitava, because everything just kind of instantly dies. 24% shock. And since all of my damage can shock, it's going to take all of the flat fire that I'm getting from the stack and the life, the burning arrow of vigor. I'm going to get decent shocks off without any like real shock scaling. And then I am running the Unbound Ailments though, so I am getting increased effective shock from that. That then would lessen my reliance on covering enemies in ash, which is cool. I can combust stuff, but the shock gives some of that enemies take increased damage. So those, like shock and cover enemies in ash would stack together. Divine Orb, nice. All right, yep. Then I throw down the ensnaring arrows, charge it up, and bop. Phase, 24% shock. The heart, bop. That ignites so good. Oh, charge it up. It's ramping, and bop. Did I not hit him? Maybe I missed. Fine. It doesn't take too long to reach 6 stages on that. Damage is so nuts. I mean, it should be nuts with the 6-link Solarine Bow against Kitava. So, still a ways to go to get into any actual viability testing here. Alright, this time I'll throw down the extra stuff with the brand. Not like it really makes much of a difference. It's like, he's gonna die or he's gonna die. Okay, that's Kitava. Charge up for the heart, and then I gotta hit it twice to get the extra burning ground, but since my ignite's doing so much more with the snipe, that's really increasingly effective in the Alchemist Mark II. Those of you who are recommending me use snipe definitely know what you're talking about. Alright, so I lost resistances. I'm still covered. Get my 2 passives here. Probably the best note on the tree for me that I don't have, Holy Fire or Acrimony. Acrimony is better, but the fire res is something. I don't have an Anoint. I haven't done flasks yet either. I think instead of putting these back in this life here, I'm gonna start working towards like Barbarism Hardy. So if I get all this life regen here, the increased life regen rate, this will get me the nearby enemies have reduced life regen. I think that's where my next points go. And if I'm going to push out here to get Hardy, I could probably then go down the outside edge to get Juggernaut, and then I'm 1 point from Blood Magic. And there's fire damage stuff here. And then I just come down here and get Bloodless. Yeah, I think I like that routing a little better. So that's 16 points. That's like all invested into like more life things. Which takes me to 86. Okay, then Atlas Passive Tree. What do we have here? Harvest, Harbingers. Yep, I can drop Destructive Play. I won't be doing that. I'll probably get up into higher tier maps before I'd make the unmakings back to get rid of all the boss drops. So with 8 additional points, chance for shrines to be duplicated. Grab me additional shrine. Chance for additional shrine. Additional shrine there. Yeah, I'll drop a couple of these map drop duplications. I had that massive shrine. I just get huge damage boost. Drawn to power, more shrine duration. 2 watchstones out. That gets me... Oh, I got all of the watchstones. Like 3 watchstones out. That's T4 at the lowest. Yeah, we'll start there. T5, a toll map. So I don't want to do Ellie Reflect. I don't want to do chance to avoid ailments. I think everything else is probably fair game. Not being able to inflict exposure is bad. I should do flasks. Almost under 1,000 alts. Flasks aren't perfect. I got a Corrupting Blood Flask, but it has max charges instead of recovery rate. I would have preferred reduced effective shock instead of movement speed on this Quartz Flask, but that's also really good. I got a Jade Flask, reduced charges used, evasion rating during effect, charge gain on hit, Granite Flask with armor during effect, and reduced charges used Quicksilver with reduced effective curses. What else can I do here? Implicits on things. Chance for bleed, fizz converted. Fire damage leeches life. Okay. Enemies you hit recently have reduced life regeneration rate. Okay, I can rock with that. Spell block, evasion rating, all res. Grace aura effect would be awesome. Purity of fire aura effect. I can only get malevolence. Increased life recovery rate. I think I stick with that. We got cold dot multi, chaos to spells. +1 max lightning res. Minion life, full damage taken recoup, and damage per frenzy charge. Okay. Players have less accuracy rating. It's not going to be easy to fix. Alright, let's see. I got Abyss, Harvest, Lyrium, Rogue Markers, Heist, Anoint. I need to try and convert 60 to convert 2. See what happens. Keep Azure or higher. There's silvers. Alright, that's what I needed. Okay. Holy Dominion, or Holy Fire. Amber, Teal, Silver. There we go. Another 12. Fire dot multi. Soul Eater. Okay, it's not instantly dying. Enemies cannot die. Aura. That's good. So normal enemies, I just pop the smallest little snipe into them, and they're good. No issues there. Uh-oh. Rogue Exile. Alright, so charge it. No. Alright, hit him with that. Then drop the ensnaring arrows. Okay, he doesn't have life. That's right, just yes. There's a level though. Right, so life, all res. Oh, there's all res here in Barbarism. Alright, so that's gonna help clean gear up too. I think it has something to do with enemies that are just naturally resistant to fire. These Vol Arsonists appear to be, because like other enemies, like even the rare ones, I just kind of tap them and they die. Some of them though, just this guy, he's temporarily revives and hasted, and he takes some damage. It dropped the mark. Charge up. Blast. I should have tapped and then blast. If I need something to die, I can kill it. Pretty confident in that. I can't just tap it. I have to hold the button down long enough to get a charge. Fire and ignite resistant enemy. They hit him again with it. And there's this extra ground there. 4 hits. Would have been cool if I got fire exposure on these gloves. Alright, then what about this? I guess I use the ensnaring arrow ballistas here. The ignite prolift really helps take care of that. He's got life regen, but now he's really on fire. Yeah. Okay. Drop the brand right in the middle. I think I'm going to wind up in scenarios where I'm charging my shots up more than I need to. When, like, I should just tap fire. It's like, I didn't need to charge up for these first pack of enemies here. And I should have hit them with the Infernal Cry instead, because the Infernal Cry would have just blown them all up on top of each other, rather than trying to, like, position myself and get a good snipe off on a big pack of enemies. Okay. War Cry. Pop. Yeah, that's a lot of rare enemies, but just like small little, like one charge is generally enough. Then if I really need something to die, I have so many other ways to stack the damage. Very cool. I really need to get the additional curse. If I got the additional curse, then I could have the flammability and alchemist mark up at the same time. Another boss, 1 tap, then the snipe, to leave the... Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to have evasion to deal with these porcupines, but like hopefully the life is there to make up for it. Big Harbinger, Ignite Prolift does wonders here. Yeah, like I'm already not having to use all the stuff. I can just run around and like use the burning arrow, Then when something gets crazy, like I get frozen, maybe I need to drop the brand or the ensnaring arrows or whatnot. So just in T5 maps, it's going pretty solid, I would say. Enemies cannot die auras. Painful. I feel like it's a lot easier against a boss. Like a rare enemy in a big mess of stuff is probably a little bit more difficult actually than the boss, especially in this map because it's stationary as well. Here's more life. Another max fire res. Here's a nasty one. No exposure with the Ellie res. All right. Normal enemies dead. Good. That's a good sign. I'm not inflicting exposure on hit, so I won't get to see the true effect of this until I get to the boss. These harbingers. Okay, yeah. This stuff's a little bit tankier. Fire ignite resistant enemy just randomly in there is not gonna die. I need to make sure for harbingers I just drop the Arcanist brand in the middle. Definitely helps a ton. Okay, charge it up. Blast. Okay, 32% shock on the boss. Another boss. Bopped him. And it wore off. So I shouldn't just like assume boss die. Let's just charge up and send the next one. Level 73. More life and all res. Double boss. One dead, the other one dead. Okay, level 74. Oh, after those maps, let's try to jump up to T10, see how this goes. Nothing crazy here. Life is energy shield. Okay, enemies are dying. Cool. Stream of monsters. All right, yeah, I can do T10 map. This is fine. It's honestly just felt like another map after doing the T5s. See how the boss goes. Drop the brand, hit the ensnaring arrows, war cry, and oh yeah, I can charge it and then bop them. Oh, okay. Bosses did not instantly die, but eventually they died. Let's see, what can I do? Put in a 2020 burning arrow of vigor. Another percentage of my life is extra fire damage. I have a level 20 flammability. I should put that in. Next, divine vessels. I need a underground sea map. I do not have one. I guess I have to horizon one into existence. Add a watchstone back in. The hoarder. I didn't realize that was dropping an underground sea, but sure, I will take it. Level 75. Some more life regen. Double T10 boss buffed with the divine blessings, divine vessels. It's going okay. Too many things for me to remember it all at the moment. I really could use better life leech. More life regen will help as well. One Merveil phase, the other one is not. I like ramping up the big snipes though. Need to drop another brand. I should drop more of these. Launch a big snipe. There we go. That's one of them. It gets really chaotic in here with two Merveils. Big ignite. Yeah. There's freeze immunity. I guess next, let's do lab. More damage against unique enemies. As long as I don't back myself into a corner and die or something. I'm trying to snipe, hold it too long. Alright, what do we got? Of course, it is the lieutenants. Drop all of these. Hit this. Hit that. Pop once. Hold. Snipe. Yeah. I think that's it. It's going to take me a while to get the routine of that down. Okay, crit shrine. I think that means bigger ignites. And we got curses added to this. I'm not going to really worry about them. Throw all this stuff down. Throw that down. Hit this. One tap. Charge and blast. Well, rip. He got me. I guess let's try that again. That's probably what happened. I got held trying to get a big snipe off instead of moving and got myself killed because of it. Found a secret passage. Oh my. So hopefully the other exit's just right over here. Yep, cool. Alright, so this time I'm going to drop all my things. I hit this. I'm going to hold the snipe down and insta-launch that and then hit him again just to make sure. And move rather than trying to maximize damage output. Okay, so let's try this again. We'll drop 3 of these and that. Come back here, snipe, launch it. Charge up another one, snipe him again. And that should be it. I gotta wait for the other curse thing to spawn. Yep, final round. Drop all of these and this. Charge, snipe. Okay, he slashed, but oh, what hit me? I'm so slow. The curses. No. No. Don't die. Just don't die. Oh, no. Move. You die. Ah. Give me them keys. Greed. Oh, that's the thing. Got it. All right. Heart of Destruction. Extra damage against bosses. All right. 8 quality to a gem. Get 2 uses. I'm gonna put the steel skin in this one. Another 8 quality will do steel skin again. And I got an offering back. Alright, rolled up a bunch of magic strand maps, T10s, blast these out, see how many levels I can get. There's level 76. Another 0.6% life regen. 8 passive lightning damage cluster jewel. Massive shrine almost gets me to 7k life. And then I get a speed shrine as well. That's awesome. Pop boss once and twice, and that should do it. Almost. Oh, the ground got it from the Alchemist Mark. Level 77. 1.8 life regen with 15% increased. 562 life regen per second. Oh, I got 10% life regen. Fire ignite resistant rare enemy. When the ignite's there, it's good. It's just really short duration. See what happens if I do wildwood here in one of these. I mean, I'm killing stuff in here, which is cool. Ooh, I found the primalist. Yo, ow. Oh, no. Don't kill me in here. I need to view this lady's wares. Bleed remove when you use a flask. Hits against bleeding enemies, chance to blind. I'll take that. Oh, nice. And an experimental harvest. It's always good. 629 vivid life force. No! Ooh, that was close. He spawned a bunch of enemies right on me. Ooh, Harbinger's Orb, though. Another level. Oh, 3 levels gets me blood magic. 10% more life. Oh, and I died at the end of the map. He was so close. Oh, I saw Soul Eater Fire Ignite Resistant. Probably where I just dip on this. Especially, it's Primal Empowered. No, I'm not fighting that. Oh, and I got drop bared out of the sake. Wow. Level 79, level 80, 1 more from blood magic. And I got 2 safe houses. These are probably both monster level 83. Okay, this one's 82. Normal enemies die. Good. Okay, it's really just the same. Fire and ignite resistant enemies are going to be a pain, and otherwise everything is going to actually die. Means I'm going to get good XP in this. Ooh, I just had an idea. If I charge up my snipe, can I frostblink and keep it? Yes. Good. So I can charge up my snipe, frostblink into the giant prox bubble, and then hit the enemy. 50% of my level from this so far. For the bosses. Oh, okay. If I finish this, I get extra quality on my chest. Don't probably have to lose a bunch of that XP. I mean, they're dying. Like, put down the brands and hit the ash. Infernal Cry. Oh, come on. I stopped one time in that whole fight to charge up a snipe. Chimera just instantly kills me. Okay, well, still a big net positive there. 24%. Will definitely have the most effect on the chest. Tiny little bit more life. And I died fighting exiles out of a strongbox. Ooh, it was worth to come back though. I got an astral projector. Interesting. Level 81. Okay, so let's hit this. Blood magic. 5747 max life to 6321. And Gravicius. I already took out Riker. I got ignited. Being able to remove that would be good. No, why did Hillock go there? That's bad. Not what I want. 7797. The massive shrine now. The speed shrine too, like, ramps my snipe so fast that I can almost charge it up each pack. Level 82. This level gets me more life. I got a monstrous treasure craft. Level 83. This one will be Juggernaut. Another 8% gets me to 6400 effective. Next points would be in for Bloodless. And these are all 6% life nodes. Very good. Need like 3 different screens to see this passive tree. It's ridiculous. I think that's all of the strand maps I'm going to do for today. I think the last thing I want to do is just give it a benchmark test of where it's currently at. Do that with a Minotaur. Don't need anything on it. Just nice and easy, simple T16 map. And this build is doing fire damage, so I'd run Eater of Worlds influence. So yeah, normal magic enemies, they're just dead. Ooh, okay, things hurt here a little more than in the T10 maps. Rare enemies, gonna need to take a second still to die. There's still so much to optimize on this. Like, I put on gear that worked. It's not anything locked in. Oh, yo. They're so fast. Why do they need to be so fast? Give me that. Oh yeah, more life. Ha ha ha. Bonus damage. Oh, grasping vines. Maybe that's why this thing's being a pain. Ugh. I think I got it. Tormented spirit. Now the fire ignite resistant enemy. That's yikes. 24% shock off on it, as well as the hexproof soul eater with endurance charges also gets a 24% shock. More soul eaters. Ridiculous. Still deathless though in this map. Evasive enemies, that's still a bit of an issue. Ow, ow, ow. It hurts. So not having an evasion rating, like I'm gonna have to be able to absorb damage, which is why I've gotten so much life regen, but it's still like, that's not enough on its own to keep me alive. I just need some crazier ES gear for my life stacking build. Kill the fire ignite resistant rare. Having the flat chaos damage and the flat cold damage on my bow and quiver, like that's helping a lot with that. All right, made it through the map. There are a couple things I ran from. Then what about a Minotaur? Hit with that and with this. He pops out and then I snipe him. As degening, he's taking damage. Staying as far away from Minotaur as I am, trying to off-screen him is very scary. But yeah, I don't have any evasion. Like, I can't really risk just taking a... Even the smaller hits here. They're all gonna hurt. Ow. He's getting a 16% shock. Oh, there was a 24% shock. Okay, well, that's my value I'm using in PUB. PUB is also it's gonna factor in so much stuff. Covered in ash from the Abyssal Cry. Infernal Cry, not Abyssal Cry. Ow. No, he keeps going under. Yeah, reaching level 6 on the snipe is a big deal, and I'm missing your hits with the snipe is bad. But I'm not doing crits at all, so hold up. So am I not just like 1 point away from resolute technique? Could I not just do that? Ow. Oh, he's hit me a few times, but I've survived all the hits because I have the life. Come on. Yep. Big snipe. One more. This should do it. Yeah, one more. Nope. Now we've got it. There we go. It's not bad for level 83. Testing like the theory of the build. Oh, that's with the Swift Affliction as well. Instead of a Cruelty. I still want a Cruelty here. Cruelty will just be better. Alright, so then next time I might drop Harbingers to throw down on June missions. Go hunting for the last things that I need there. Hits cannot be evaded. I'm 2 points from Resolute Technique. That's so close that I don't know if the multi-mod hits cannot be evaded is actually the play anymore. Ooh, I want to try something real quick. These gloves, I take them off, only losing on the lightning res. I don't need the fire there. So I'm going to craft life. It hits 70 first try. And then I only have one exalt. Well, exalt this. It gave me fire res. Go here, convert fire res to lightning res, 29 lightning res, and there we go. 70 more flat life. Resists are still doing just fine. 753 life regen per second now. It's good stuff. Still a lot to tinker with it, but it is going well. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks to the heart icons just below the video or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.